let's look at another example. Okay, so this is find two positive numbers that satisfy the product is 185 and the sum is a minimum. Okay, so here suppose the x and y are the two positive integers, so we can say consider x and y so that x times y equals 185. Why? Because it says the product is equal to 185, and we consider a function f of x y as x plus y, and I'm looking for the xy, so then this x plus y being minimum. All right, so now this f is a function of two variables which we don't know how to handle, but from the equation x times y equals 185, we can tell y could be replaced by 185 over x. All right, and here you have x being positive because it does say you are looking for two positive numbers. All right, so now f can be just written as x plus 185 over x, and now it's a function of just one variable. All right, so we are looking for the number x, so then the sum is a minimum. All right, so what we do is first we find the critical numbers or critical points. How do we do that? You first compute f prime. So this is a 1 minus 185 over x squared. Okay, so if you don't remember how to do this, think that 1 over x can be expressed as x to the power negative 1. All right, and then when you apply the power rule, the negative 1 goes to the front. That's how you get the minus sign. And x to the negative 1 becomes x to the negative 2, which gives you 1 over x squared. All right, so now you have this f prime, and set this f prime being 0, solve for x. So then by manipulating this equation, we have 1 equals 185 over x squared, hence x squared is equal to 185, and from there we want x to be square root of 185. All right, so this is the x value. We don't consider the negative root 185 because we're looking for a positive number x. Okay, so well, actually, you know what, let me also just write down the minus sign and see what happens. Okay, so these are the critical numbers, and then now we can look at the monotonicity. So on the x value, I have minus 1 root of 185, and I have plus, actually, just erase this because we really don't need to think about the negative numbers. Okay, so I just want So 0 is over here. Okay, I don't care about what happens on the left hand side, on the left of 0. And then this is the root of 185. This is the x value. All right, so we have f prime being here. All right, so suppose I find the number here. You can say 1 is smaller than the square root of 185. F prime of 1 is equal to 1 minus 185. So obviously f prime is a negative here. So function is decreasing. All right. So then we can pick a number on the right. Let's say x is equal to what number is good? 20. Okay, so 20 is bigger than square root of 185. When you plug the 20 into f prime, you have 1 minus 185 over 400. So this number here is smaller than 1, and therefore the whole thing is larger than 1. Okay, sorry, larger than 0, so it's positive. So here you have f prime positive, hence you know the function is increasing. All right, so by knowing that f is first decreasing and then increasing, this tells you f of root 185 is the minimum. Okay, minimum value. Now, to answer the question, we need to look again what is it that we're looking for. So here it says find the numbers so that the sum of these two numbers would be a minimum. We're not looking for which number is the minimum value, but we're looking for which x and y would give us the minimum sum. Okay, so therefore now to write down the final answer, we need to also find the y. So according to what we have over here, y is equal to 185 divided by the x value that we found. So this is another root of 185. So hence the answer is x equal to root 185 and y equals root 185. This will give the minimum sum.